guys, my name is Noni Matikela. Welcome to the Noni M podcast. So today I want us to talk about the famous 2-minute footage that Baloyi referred to. I wonder what exactly is going to happen with that, because personally I feel like he's opening a can of worms. I feel like he's opening a can of worms. He likes starting things and then other people finish it for him. He likes doing that. He's been doing that the entire time he's been leading evidence in that courtroom of Judge Rata. He likes starting things, and then he gets very shocked and shamed when other people are finishing that thing for him. He gets very shocked. That's Baloyi for you. He gets very shocked. Anyway, before we get to talk about him, guys, please do not forget to like, to share, to comment, and most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed on the channel. Please make sure that you are watching the videos up until the end and you are watching the ads that are coming through. When you are doing that, you will be supporting this channel financially and in numbers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. We today are expecting to see or not to see Mnisi, I don't know, but that is what's happening. That is what's on the cards right now. We are like, is Mnisi going to appear in that courtroom with his tired self? Because he has not recovered, my lord. He has not recovered. But is he gonna go there? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen, my lord? What's gonna happen? We don't know. Anyway, what we are talking about right now with this video is Baloyi and the footage. Baloyi applied subpoena, got a section 205 for a 2-minute video from ENCA. I suppose it's the 2-minute video that is going to show us that Longwe Twala was walking with his own foot, whatever. There was nothing that was showing that he had an injury of some sort, because he was fine. He was coming out of Senzome. He was BMW X whatever, X6, X5, I don't know. I'm not good with cars. But he was coming out of a BMW X something of Senzome. You were back then, back in 2014. He was coming out of that car. Senzome was in his prime. Senzome is the brand. Get that right. He is the brand. And this situation is not just going to go away, guys. It is not. They can try and try and try, but this situation ain't going nowhere. This situation is not going anywhere. It's going to people. It's going to be abantu mtasekhaya. They are going to be abantu mtasekhaya. It is a situation of F up and find out. F up and find out, because now what you are dealing with is effing up and people finding out, getting shot, and things happening at the same time. Strange things, bad things happening at the same time. That's what's happening when it comes to the Senzome case. So right now, Baloyi wants that fee. Do you know what's so strange about that? Is him saying that he wants it's new evidence. He wants to apply for it to come true so that he can lead it to Ukininda. Sorry. Why Kininda? Kininda ain't no dogodela. Is Kininda a doctor? Why is Kininda going to be answering regarding Longwe's ankle? Why? And this is because Ngomezulu, the late Ngomezulu, uttered these words. Longwe Twala is the one that shot and unalived Senzome with a firearm. And then there was a time, then Ngomezulu was saying this. And then Ngomezulu was also asking Mangena, why were you testing Chico's gun? And Chico's like, no, that was not the only gun that was tested. No, I'm not going to respond to that. And then Ngomezulu was like, you know why? Let me put it to you. It's because you tested Chico's gun because his son was there, which is Longwe. That's the link. And then the other thing that Ngomezulu touched on is that I will prove it. And somebody in the universe was like, you will prove it to hell. Someone did that. They were like, you're going to prove it there. Go yelling. Not happening. Not happening. And the universe was like, okay, fine, I comply. Ngomezulu resty. We will deal with this. And the universe now is back. Ngomezulu is resting sharp. But the universe is like, we will see. We will see, because this situation is not going. This is Zenzo. This is Zenzo. And then his father slept. And then apparently there's a lot of people that others slept while they were busy with this. About Dlovu, who knew about this. And then there's other people that rested. I'm not saying it's interlinked, some of those. I'm not saying so. But I'm just saying there's a lot of blood that went down through Earth. And Earth couldn't stop. Do you understand? But one thing that we must understand is that it can't go on like that. Now, you may look like you are winning wars, but when the time comes for you to be stopped, you will say the universe hates you. And when you get used to winning, you will be definitely sure that you will never lose. That's what's wrong about winning wrongly. When you win wrong, when you win wrong, you get so sure that I'm used to this. No one catches on. And then when the entire situation comes crumbling, where you think the birds, when they are doing their thing, are laughing at you. That's what happens. Anyway, so we are dealing with that situation of Gininda is going to be asked questions regarding Longwe's ankle. And Gininda is not a doctor. The question that you will find in the comment section of all the YouTubers that do the Senzo Meyiwa case is, why, even on the SABC one, why are they not bringing Longwe? Why? Because at this point, they were supposed to take Longwe to a surgeon and check, because Mngomezulu did mention that the wound did get septic. So what is Gininda going to say about a septic wound? What on earth is Gininda going to say about a septic wound? Honestly. What is Gininda going to say about a septic wound? Tell us. We don't understand. I don't understand. And I think everybody else don't understand. What is Gininda going to say? Is he a doctor now, not a brigadier in the police force? What the hell must he say about a septic wound? Why is Longwe not taken to a doctor? They can take Longwe. And in this point, I wish the defense is going to tell them, guys, take Longwe to a doctor. We are also going to take Longwe to our own private doctor. Finish and clear. Okay. That's what is needed. And at this point, at this rate, we needed to have money so that the doctor can bring their office doors into the courtroom. And then he says, let me check. And then he checks and he's like, yes, this wound is old and it's of a firearm. This is a bullet. Or they say, there is a bullet in there. There is a bullet in there. We want to see if that's what we want a white one, an older lady or female white one. I'm not saying blacks are not capable, but do you know what? I want the drama that is going to come with it when it comes to a white person. Now, I see a wound here, and there is a bullet inside. If that's what they would find. If that's what they would find, we need a doctor who will come and plug their things inside and be like, and we check, we use the X-ray machine, and they're like, you see there, my lord? You see there, my lord? That's a bullet. Oh, that's a wound of a bullet. We need that inside the courtroom, a doctor who's going to do that. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts when it comes to that? Because I do not understand why should Gininda be the one that is going to be asked questions regarding why can't you bring your boy? That is the question. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you on our next video. Perhaps we're going to do a live and I will be traveling. So I'm going to do that live while I'm traveling, and then we're going to find out what's going to happen. Is Mnisi going to be there? Is the judge going to apologize? We're going to wait together around 10 to 10 up until whenever. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.